So one of the features this year that's new is WWE Live. So with that, the audio teams come in from the UFC games. How has that changed the game from an audio aspect?
Yeah, the WWE Live is just, like every year that we, when we do these games, we strive to, recreate the WWE atmosphere, exactly as you would see on programming. Whether it's the on-screen graphics, the sound of the crowds. And this year with WWE Live, we're just pushing that even further. Like you had mentioned in your question, that we have, the audio team that worked on the UFC games are now, putting all their undivided attention working on the WWE franchise, which is just really just giving the sound in the game the attention that it rightfully deserves. I mean, because wrestling events, I'm sure you've been to some wrestling events. I mean, the crowd is a six-man. The energy that they bring to the environment, it can sometimes make or break a match. So we have what's in the game we call the crowd voltage system, which kind of goes with the ebbs and flows of the match, so that when things are going at a hectic pace, the crowd kind of picks up off their feet. They're loud, they're raucous, and then when the action kind of settles back down, you'll see the crowd, the audio, kind of taper along with it. So you just have that nice crescendo of big moments where the crowd gets really amped, and those kind of subtle moments where guys are kind of having a stalemate with one another. And then at the same time, the voltage system is fine-tuned to each particular superstar. So you're not going to hear the same crowd kind of enthusiasm for each superstar. I mean, obviously when CM Punk is in the ring, the crowd is going to be off its feet. Actually when you start a match with CM Punk, the crowd chants his name. So you really get that sense of this larger-than-life superstar. The same with John Cena, Triple H, and all the other big, top main event guys. And that's not to say that the crowd is completely dead for the mid-card guys, but it just does show the difference between how they react to each superstar, just like on programming.
Yeah, definitely. What new chants can we hear this year that you've recorded from the live arenas?
Oh, yeah, we got a lot of cool chants. The CM Punk chant, which I mentioned in the previous question, we actually took that audio stem from the post-WrestleMania episode of Raw, which I'm not sure if you remember that episode, but it was just, the crowd was just absolutely bananas.
Yeah, it was one of the best crowds I've seen in recent times.
Yeah, it definitely was, and the show was already good, but that crowd just made it 10 times better.
Definitely makes the show if you've got the crowd there to take it to the next level.
Exactly. It just makes it that much more authentic. We've got some cool Zack Ryder chants in the game that we got from actual live crowds. The "Let's Go Ziggler, woo woo woo." That's a really cool chant. We even have WWE was even gracious enough to allow us to put in the "Let's Go Cena sucks" chant.
All right.
Which, yeah, that's for the first time we'll have that in the game. So all told, we have roughly, I would say, anywhere between 20 and 30 new crowd chants that will trigger as the matches progress.
Do we have the likes of the Yes chants and the You Can't Wrestle chants?
We do have the Yes chants for Daniel Bryan, which unfortunately with his current attitude, he's now more saying no, but the crowd's still saying yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, we definitely have the crowd going crazy with the Yes chants for Daniel Bryan as well. Had to get that in there.
Definitely, yeah. With the addition of the arena sizes this year in Create an Arena, will we be able to tell the difference between the regular sized crowds and the smaller arenas?
Yes, you will. There will be a difference because we do have the option now in Custom Arena where you can change the venue size of the crowd. So you can have anywhere from like a Madison Square Garden type environment to a smaller independent style kind of hall setting. And when you make those changes in the game, you will notice that the crowd levels are a little more subdued depending on where the wrestling is taking place.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a really cool addition to the game this year. That's actually probably one of my new favorite additions this year. Actually, is just the improvements we've made to the Custom Arena, being able to change the venue size, customize the stage areas. It's just we wanted to do this last year, obviously, when we introduced Custom Arena, but we try to time is always our worst enemy, and obviously we had to focus on the ring itself and the surrounding elements of the ring. But it was always in our intention to give players that ability to customize the stage areas as well.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the things I'm really looking forward to trying out for the first time. Sticking with WWE Live, Jim Ross returned to the commentary for that Attitude Era mode. How much of the audio is taken from the tape archive, and how much did Ross actually re-record for it?
Ross actually re-recorded pretty much everything as far as the in-game commentary is concerned. Our audio team, was diligent in making sure that we got, the best from old JR. So we had him sit down, and we flew him out to recording studios and had him, go through his lines and record new content for the game. There will be on some occasions as you play the mode, depending on certain cutscenes and everything, where we've actually taken actual snippets from programming and used it for the cutscenes. But as far as in-game commentary is concerned, he recorded all new content for the mode this year, which is great. I mean, it's not the Attitude Era without Jim Ross, without him calling the action.
That's a big thing for Attitude Era, because you couldn't really do it without his commentary. It's that iconic.
Exactly. It's all about authenticity, and that's one thing. I mean, anytime, in anything that you do, whether it's what we do here with the WWE games or anything, when you're making that effort to recreate an event or an era that's happened, the attention to detail is everything. So we were very stringent about that towards the production of Attitude Era this year.